Hello and welcome. My name is Cecilia Nguyen. I will be doing the Jawbreaker tag. Today I've come to you in my truest form. I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm stripped down clothing wise. Just in my rawest form. So to start off with the questions, the first one is, who are you when nobody's looking? When nobody's looking, I think on good days I am powerful. I'm happy on good days. This is on good days. I feel more powerful, more rejuvenated, more the most raw form of myself. I'm most myself. I'm a weirdo. I think I'm super funny because I talk to myself a lot, which kind of sounds psycho-ish. But no, I talk to myself a lot and I make funny jokes. But yeah, when I'm at my best and I'm alone, I feel most powerful, especially when I'm just dancing to music. I feel really powerful in the car, dancing to music alone, not giving a single care in the world. Yeah. What does it mean to be you? To me, what it means to be me is to be true to myself and as true to others as I can be. It's about being authentic and genuine and not having to pretend to be someone you're not, and just living life with as much love as you possibly can and giving love out to others. I think that's what it means to be me. How might friends describe you, and how does that differ from who you actually are? Friends would describe me as, I don't know, I guess funny, maybe. Kind of like fun to be around, I guess. Weird, very weird. And I don't disagree with any of those things, I guess, but on a more true level of description, because I feel like those are things like anyone can be on a true level of description. I agree with those things, but it differs in a way that I'm also someone who strives to be the best version of herself. And that's something that you don't really see on the outside. That's more of like, you wear your skin, and my skin is perceived as funny and weird or whatever, but like on the inside, if you look a little closer, this is kind of hard to see. And just that goes for anyone. It's just hard to see when people are trying to be their truest self, but I think that's where that differs from how other people perceive me. Yeah. How much of you is a secret to the outside? I like to think, for the most part, I'm an open book. And if you asked me that like a year ago, I would say all you see is like the cover. Because I wouldn't say I'm a completely open book, but for the most part I am pretty open about my life and my struggles. But yes, if you asked me that a year ago, I would be completely closed off. It would just be like the title and that's all you could see, because I don't know, I created a wall of just having to look a certain way, and the certain way was happy all the time. And then I went through something this October that like my mental health just like fell to the floor, and it got to a point where it like wasn't something I could hide. Like there was no possible way I could hide it. And since that point on, I've kind of been pretty open about like my mental health, because I've realized that like I don't want to be a part of stigmatizing mental health. So yeah, currently, for the most part, I'm a pretty open book, other than what I decide not to tell you depending on who you are in my relationship with you, but that's like a lot of people. Like, a lot of people do that. Do you think you know yourself right now? I think, so I was watching another Jawbreaker tag, and someone said it. I think I know myself as much as I can know myself at this point in life, but I don't think I know myself, and that's because I feel like I'll never be able to know myself personally. I feel like, in my opinion, I just feel like I'll never be able to know myself, which isn't per se like a bad thing at all. I think it's great, because you'll I'm always going to be looking for more and always continuously growing, and the growing will never stop, because if I quote unquote find myself at this age, then what is there left? And I just don't think it's possible. I think you continuously grow until the day you die. And I think that's what's amazing about life. Talk about a moment that changed you. There are many moments that have changed me. The one that is sticking out like a sore thumb is going back to October. And that was the day I attempted suicide. And yeah, from then on I've just been in like countless number of treatments, but I think it was for the best that I hadn't succeeded, because I definitely think I like did like a 180 flip or something, from being like this very closed off person who is always happy, to a person that advocates and stands up for something more. Not that I don't do that, because that has been my life dream slash like motivation slash something I wanted to do all my life, but I think because of that moment, I'm able to advocate for another group of people that much more. What is your biggest failure? My biggest failure would have to be shitting on myself. Shitting on myself for things that are out of my control, like the way I grew up, or the way I look, or just things like that. Do you love yourself? If not, why? Some days I do. Some days. A lot of days I don't. I definitely think I'm on the path to loving myself. It's definitely a very long road, but I think it's achievable. But no, right now I don't think I fully love myself, because some days I do and a lot of days I don't. And when I think of this question, I think like, do you love yourself on a consistent basis? Not speaking like every single day, but like more often than not. And to be honest, no. Do you believe in yourself? I believe in myself more days than I don't, I guess. I'd say 5 or 6 out of 7 days I do believe in myself. And I think I kind of have to believe in myself in order for me to want to see the next day or the next year or whatever. Because without believing in myself, what is there? You know, what keeps me going? So, and I do have those days where I don't believe in myself, and I feel like that's okay to have those days where you don't believe in yourself and you just don't feel on top of the world. But I think for the most part I do. And I've come a long way from it, because it's definitely grown since I don't even know, the day I was born, I guess. Oh, I skipped a bunch of questions. What is your greatest attribute? My greatest attribute would be how empathetic I am, and how I'm able to connect to other people and how they feel, not just on like an outside basis, but like really on a personal level, and really understand what they feel, which is also a duality, because I can definitely take a toll on you. What is your biggest accomplishment? That was supposed to go before your biggest failure, but oops. My biggest... Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I have this, like, giant accomplishment, but I think an accomplishment that I accomplish on a daily basis is getting out of bed, but I don't know if I have this grand accomplishment that I have in mind. I don't think. The only grand accomplishment I can think of is making it through life,